succeed. As members of the committee, we have a duty to deliver a budget resolution that makes good on that promise. Yet, we're here today to consider a budget resolution 10 days before the end of the fiscal year, a budget we should have worked on 6 months ago. We're barreling toward a government shutdown because Republicans reneged on the bipartisan budget deal they voted in June. We're trying to deliver on and they're trying to deliver on campaign promises to cut everything but defense. In this extreme Republican budget, in my home state of Maryland, 600 kids will be cut from Head Start. 4,400 teachers will be kicked out of the classroom due to the budget cuts. Is this really our vision of America? They say they want to decrease the national debt. Who doesn't? But in reality, Republicans are engaged in an insidious cycle of starving our government of resources, complaining government doesn't work, and then cutting some more. That doesn't sound like a winning formula. Well, as the biggest job creator on this committee, here's the truth about investment. Debt is an instrument in your business. It's an instrument in your idea, your people. It's about thinking long term. When I started my business, I took on debt. I believed in my product, my team, and those investments helped us expand into new markets, hire more people to support their families. The investment decisions we make in this room can be the difference between stagnation and innovation. That's why I'm introducing an amendment that would restore critical funding to scientific research and exploration. It prevents the dangerous cuts envisioned by the extreme MAGA House Republicans, particularly reductions in scientific research. Who wants to cut science? Good Lord. And technological advancement. Instead of stripping resources from agencies such as NASA and NSF, we need to drive our country forward and compete in the 21st century. Now more than ever, we're making stunning advances in space exploration, such as NASA's Lunar Surface Electromagnetics Experiment Night Instrument, set to explore the far side of the moon. These scientific advancements take vision and a confidence in our best and brightest, a vision our country that this resolution sorely lacks. I oppose this budget resolution and urge my colleagues to adopt this amendment to support American research and development.
Greetings, friends. I have major news to share with you this Monday. New inflation data shows that some people may begin to receive a smaller Social Security check. Social Security benefits are expected to be changing for millions of Americans in just a few months. The Senate is also now heading towards a short-term stopgap funding measure. This could finally prevent a government shutdown. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Now, friends, Social Security recipients may see an increase in their benefits next year, according to an analysis conducted by the Senior Citizens League. Recipients are expected to see a 3.2% cost of living adjustment in their benefits in 2024. Mary Johnson, the Social Security and Medicare policy analyst with the League, says the increase is based on inflation data from July, August, and September. Johnson also stated they take the rate of inflation in each of those months. They average that together and then compare that to the rate of inflation during the third quarter of the previous year. Even with the increase, which is approximately $57 for the average recipient, Johnson said it should not be assumed that people are getting rich off of Social Security. She also added, Social Security benefits are very modest at best. They only represent about, if we are lucky, around 30% of our earnings. Johnson also stated that another problem with Social Security is that it doesn't keep up with the pace of salary increases. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, wages went up by 4.5% in the second quarter of 2023 compared to the same time last year. The SSA is still waiting on inflation data from the month of September before making an official announcement on the size of the cost of living increase in October. Millions of recipients of the federal SSI will receive a second payment for September in just 4 days, and individual filers could see a maximum payment of $914. This irregular payment goes out on Friday, September 29th, and will replace October's monthly installment because of a quirk in the SSA schedule. The first payment was issued on September 1st. Now, friends, Senate lawmakers are headed towards unveiling a short-term government funding stopgap measure. It will be relatively clean and is not expected to include significant amounts of money for big issues among lawmakers. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Republican leader Mitch McConnell want to avoid a government shutdown at week's end. First and foremost, disaster relief money is also in limbo, as Democrats want to tie it to President Biden's full request for emergency funding. One Senate aide told reporters, "Do not expect bill text tonight," but negotiations made some progress today. Senate Republican Rick Scott last week attempted to request unanimous consent on the Senate floor to add $16.5 billion to replenish FEMA's disaster relief fund. But Senator Sheldon Whitehouse objected, arguing it should not be separated from the rest of Biden's funding request. The Senate will vote this Tuesday on a motion to end debate on the motion to proceed to the legislative vehicle for the funding stopgap. The continuing resolution will pass the Senate later in the week, but any senator could drag out the proceeding until Saturday or Sunday by refusing to waive procedural hurdles. At least 3 Republicans, Representative Mike Lawler, Don Bacon, and Brian Fitzpatrick, have expressed an openness to joining Democrats in signing a discharge petition. It is a mechanism to force a vote on a measure against the wishes of the Speaker. 4 members of the Bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus introduced a bill last Friday that reflects the group's framework for a short-term stopgap funding measure. 5 Republicans would also need to join their party's leaders in order to force action with Democrats. Members of 2 other centrist blocs, the Republican Governance Group and the New Democratic Coalition, have also been in touch about other ways to keep the government open. But triggering a last-ditch option could spell trouble for the House Speaker as hardliners increase their warnings of seizing his position. While a discharge petition would not be able to avert a shutdown at this juncture, it could help end one. So, dear friends, do you think that a government shutdown will occur? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dearest friends, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway this coming Friday. Please make sure that you enter the giveaway, friends, by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.